Good morning, children. We are going to learn the second chapter, plants and animals. In this chapter, we are going to see about the topic interdependence of plants and animals. What does mean by interdependence? Interdependence means depending upon each other. That is, the plants are dependent on animals and the animals are dependent on plants. Let's see how they are dependent on each other. What are the basic needs of an animal? The basic needs of an animal are food, water, shelter and air. This clothing is even needed it is a basic need of a human being, right? Because only the human beings wear clothes. None of the animal are wearing the clothes. Okay. All these needs are satisfied or fulfilled only by the plants. Because plants provide us all these needs. We get food, water, shelter, clothing and oxygen only from the plants. Food. The main thing which we get from the plants is the food that we eat. Not only we human beings, all the animals have the food only from the plants. The food which is produced by plants are used up only by the animals. Even the carnivore animals like your lion and tiger are indirectly dependent on the plants. What is the food of a lion or a tiger? Yes, the food of a lion or a tiger are the other animals like your deer, rabbit, etc. So what does a deer and rabbit have? The deer and rabbit are herbivore animals which have only the plants. So, if there is no herbivore animal, the carnivore animals will not get any food. So, in turn, the carnivore animals are also They are indirectly dependent on the plants for their food. The next is the shelter. Plants are the main shelter for many animals, like the birds, which they build their nest in the tree top. Next, some animals like your monkeys, squirrels, snakes, the home is only the trees, right? Even humans, we build home only from the wood of many trees and leaves of many trees, right? You can even see the houses which are made of coconut leaves, right? So, this plants, they provide even the shelter for human beings also. And we can see many furnitures at a home, right? Like a table, chair, sofa. All these are all made only of the wood. So where do we get this wood? We are getting these wood only from the plants. Next, the main thing is our respiration. What does mean by respiration? Animals take in oxygen and release out carbon dioxide. This process of breathing and breathing out is called as the respiration. What is the gas that we respire? We take in oxygen. From where do we get this oxygen? We get the oxygen only from the plants, because plants take their carbon dioxide and releases out oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. So the only source of oxygen for animals is only the plants. We can get oxygen only from the plants. Without plants to replace an oxygen in air, the animals would die, right? So, the animals are maximum dependent on plants. Do plants depend on animals? Yes. Plants also, they are dependent on animals. How they are dependent? Plants prepare their own food. How do they prepare their food? Process called as the photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, the plants take in carbon dioxide, water and sunlight and they produce their own food. That process is called as the photosynthesis. During this process, the carbon dioxide which is taken in by the plants are liberated by the animals during the respiration process. So, plants also need the help of animals for their process of preparing food. So, the plants are dependent on each other. Without plants, animals cannot live, and without animals, plants cannot live. Thank you, children.